So smart people are saying this is not a simulation and this is not a test to see how we'll react, and that the orbs are something that appear at stressed sites. So it's not that the aircrafts are there to study the orbs, it's that the orbs are where the drones are for a very specific reason. So it could be, let's say that they're surveillance orbs, but what I hear is that these drones are not appearing where the orbs are to study the orbs. It's basically that these two elements would show up at a similar location for a very specific reason. Does that make sense? Back on the I Don't Know Anything drone network, the FAA has issued a temporary ban on aircraft, it's not plural, I learned that today, in specific areas in Jersey until January 17th. Sounds about as committal as I want to marry you, but want to sleep with other people. Anyone who says that they know anything is lying or wrong. It will be interesting to see if and where drones do or don't fly tonight, because I'm told that would be telling. The best scenario is drones never fly again, because it means that the proverbial they is looking for has been found. In other related news, I've been told by a few people that after my original post, the radiation sites were either crashed or went down, and that they're back up today. Maybe you know something about that. I don't even understand that, but because I don't look at those sites, but maybe that's relevant to you. So tonight, people in Jersey, let's see where there are or are not drones. That should be very interesting to some people. Does any of this make sense? I hope not, because it barely makes sense to me. I'm not nuts, and if you think I am, listen and be entertained, or step aside because I'm not talking to you. So the FAA created a no-fly zone. And in that zone are areas where you guys weren't saying there was a high concentration of drones anyway. So it's like saying to your kid, oh, you can't go into the library. And it's like, okay. The places where you have said that there are a high volume, high concentration of drones, and I'm reading everything, and I've been reading everything, tonight they're still very highly concentrated with drones. So it's like the FAA has acted like they're doing something, and it appears they're not. So can you keep telling me where you're seeing the drones? I'm reading about your helicopters, your drones, all this stuff. It's crazy. I don't care what people on the West Coast think or don't think, because they saw one over a restaurant in Beverly Hills, but it's crazy in Jersey, Staten Island. It's crazy. Tonight is the highest concentration of drones seen across the country, around the world. It's insane tonight. And you could say whatever you want. The mainstream media isn't reporting it the way that you would think. That submarine, before people knew that anyone was tragically hurt or killed, was non-stop 24-hour-a-day news. So this feels like we're in Stranger Things. This is the first day that I've seen that the FAA has said that they're going to create a no-fly zone in an area of Jersey. And yet, if you look at my comments on my last post, there are drones everywhere across the country. Maybe not everywhere, but like way more places than there have been. This thing is lit. I don't know what this thing is, but this thing is something. And it's the Twilight Zone that only some people are obsessed with it, because thousands of drones are right now hovering over people's homes. What else needs to be said? I just saw a video of a formation of drones, and I've heard that they are operating in a grid-like pattern in many cases, and that is a search pattern. So let's say you lost your diamond earring in a lawn. You would go methodically up and down, left to right. You wouldn't be going haphazardly in circles. The orbs and plasmoids that you're obsessed with, this is insanity, but bear with me. So it's been hypothesized that these types of beings, which are theoretically sentient and feel and perceive, that they show up around stressed sites. So it could be a nuclear site, it could be the drones, it could be they're ours, it could be they're somebody else's. Orbs are known to be spiritual beings, like when people, religious, believe that someone's presenting themselves who's passed away. So these orbs are some version of a being, whether AI or intentional to go with the drones in search, or there because there is something there where something needs to be searched for. So it's a much more advanced aerobics class. That even a scientist, you could talk to a scientist or a priest and they're going to tell you 2 different things, 12 different things. And I don't know shit from Shinola. I'm just learning and reading and, wow, distilling. Let's clear up some fake news. So many of you are saying that Kamala and Biden are at the White House for an emergency, and I have not seen that in the mainstream media. Also, people are shocked by the size of these things. If you haven't seen one, it will surprise you to know that they're the size of a mid-size vehicle to like an SUV. Also, one very credible person, and I saw a TikTok on this in addition, have said that NASA shut down their live stream of the world. It was a recorded loop. So there you can go on there and like look at the Earth, and it was shut down. Their live feed. This is all like stuff that I'm learning for the test, and like just so I can like pass the test, and I'll never remember any of this tomorrow. Like honestly, this whole thing is us speaking a new language. Just like remember the word corona, remember the word COVID-19, then remember PPE. Like now the language we're talking we say drone, plasmoid, and orb every day. What? And I'll reiterate that I've been told that the reason they are out at night is because the Earth's surface cools. So buildings and cars, I guess, and structures, they're warm in comparison. There's a contrast, and that during the day, that any like radiation or anything like that won't be detected as easily during the day because of at night there's a greater contrast. During the day you have the sunlight, daylight, and at night there's a greater contrast to find something. This makes sense, which is crazy. 3 people have told me that I blocked them. And others have said that my views are being suppressed. And I imagine, why wouldn't they just take me down? Because then I would let everyone know that I was taken down, and that would be weirder. So something may be cooking. Let me know. I mean, you won't know because you won't see this, but maybe word of mouth, maybe talk to each other. I don't know. Why these drones are popping up all over the world and why they're not hobbyist drones. So hobbyist drones would be connected by a line of sight. They would be connected to the controller, and the FAA would be able to detect them, and they could be stopped by drone jammers. So the drones that we're seeing are all over the world because they're operated by satellite. So there could be a drone put anywhere in the world, wherever this central command is. This is why they're ours and not hobbyist drones. Get that out of your vernacular. They're not hobbyist drones. And because of this satellite situation where they can be dropped anywhere in the world, and because they can turn their lights off, this is why they're not detectable. They leave no trail, no breadcrumbs. Why these drones are popping up all over the world and why they're not hobbyist drones. So hobbyist drones would be connected by a line of sight. They would be connected to the controller, and the FAA would be able to detect them, and they could be stopped by drone jammers. So the drones that we're seeing are all over the world because they're operated by satellite. So there could be a drone put anywhere in the world, wherever this central command is. This is why they're ours and not hobbyist drones. Get that out of your vernacular. They're not hobbyist drones. And because of this satellite situation where they can be dropped anywhere in the world, and because they can turn their lights off, this is why they're not detectable. They leave no trail, no breadcrumbs. This is in the middle of like do you want to see my front porch? My house is in the middle of like a big property, meaning there's a front yard, a side yard, a backyard. This guy showed up during the holidays and we just love him, so he stays year round. This is a swing, which brings me joy. It's a nice morning coffee place. Really pretty out here, like just beautiful. I like, as Paul likes to describe it, mature landscaping. Not too perfect, just lush and mixed and like all different kinds of fun things. And then this is this fire pit area that I enjoy. And there's Bryn's zip line. but I like my little nook. Do you want to see my Hamptons backyard? Let's go. This is an area that I sit in a lot. That's my little nook right there. And there's this. That's the bar. Famously present in the crossover episode with Erica Jane. That's for my talk show set, that yes. It's a bathroom in here. Paul got me that. Outdoor shower, flowers, Buddha. Big reserve for like acres, really pretty. But this is like an outdoor seating area, and then an outdoor kitchen. You want to see my vintage bar? So we're coming from my kitchen. Now we're walking from 1900 into 1700. These are original 1700s doors, which I love the history. This is where I keep china, and not really china, yeah, kind of some china. This is the wallpaper. An older fixture. These are the original beams of this house from the 1700s. This is supposed to be, I don't know if this is original, but I kept it. I didn't touch it because I know it's old. It's been refinished, I think, but it's old. So this is a refrigerator, like a wine refrigerator. These are all my glasses. I really like glasses. I don't use them a lot, but I think they're pretty. Yup. More glasses, another wine fridge, and then this very thin original door brings me tremendous joy. Look how short the doorways were. Really pretty. You want to see my Hamptons living room? Let's go. So we walk in my house and there's a reserve back there. It's a rainy day, but there's a reserve back there. And this is like a little fresh dining table. Oh, and hi, Biggie. Oh, and hi, Smalls. You guys are here too. This is like a fancy dog crate. I actually like it a lot. But you know, you've seen the pool before, so now you have like frame of reference. That's the black sheep. I love that. That's like metal. Makes me happy. There's all the pictures. See if you know anybody. Oh, there's Paul and I. There's Paul and his parents. There's the Peanut when she was a baby. There's Cookie. Oh, I remember that. Oh, that's me and Peanut. Yay. Look at her. I remember she was eating a jelly donut at Dunkin'. He's a baby. Aw, look how nice that sunset is. Wow. A fan scent. Oh, there I am. You want to see my Hamptons glam room? So you come up the stairs into this hallway. These were shopping bags. I don't remember when and why. That's where I do my pictures. Hi. And that's Bryn's room. And then it was a guest room. So we enter in here. And I turned this guest room into a closet glam room because I wanted a place to have some of my extra clothes and store some beauty and have a place to do some videos. That was from my talk show set, actually. That was from my talk show. It's an outfit made of candy. I bought a mirror that I did not need because who needs a whole mirror for the whole wall? I don't need that, but there it is. And then here's a little other mirror for just shooting things. And that's the glam room. You want to see my dining room from the 1700s? Let's go. So you walk through this archway, which is original. And all of this flooring is original too. And this is it. We ate Chinese in here once, but I haven't entertained. This is an old piece. That's the sunroom. We'll do that another time. There's a fireplace. This is my favorite stuff. These little hiding spots. This original cabinetry. Look at this original wood. I know you're probably shocked. I don't like things that are new. Despise. So I didn't play any games. I didn't mess with this. Look at this. And then that's the entrance to my kitchen, which goes into a 1900 space. So you're going from 1700 to 1900. I find that very cool. You've been asking for a Hamptons house tour. Let's start with the garage. Okay, so this is my garage. I have flooring in here, and I put art on the walls because I think of it as a space in the home, a functional space. I have this storage that you can hang different things off the ceiling, like either bicycles or, I don't know, paddle boards, I don't know. These cabinets have light bulbs and tape and shipping supplies and are very organized. This is all the extra hooks, the extra knobs. I like to be organized down to even the garage. Helmets, sporting goods, skates, ice skates, backup freezer, Bryn art, rolling rack if I need Halloween or coat storage or something, mingle mocktails, backup wine, Forever Young, Bryn's extra art supplies. Those are my old books, Cookie Meets Peanut. Aw, Bryn's art. Makes me happy. Even has a nice doorknob. You've been asking for a Hamptons house tour. Let's start with the garage. Okay, so this is my garage. I have flooring in here, and I put art on the walls because I think of it as a space in the home, a functional space. I have this storage that you can hang different things off the ceiling, like either bicycles or, I don't know, paddle boards, I don't know. These cabinets have light bulbs and tape and shipping supplies and are very organized. This is all the extra hooks, the extra knobs. I like to be organized down to even the garage. Helmets, sporting goods, skates, ice skates, backup freezer, Bryn art, rolling rack if I need Halloween or coat storage or something, mingle mocktails, backup wine, Forever Young, Bryn's extra art supplies. Those are my old books, Cookie Meets Peanut. Aw, Bryn's art. Makes me happy. Even has a nice doorknob. You've been asking for a Hamptons house tour. Let's start with the garage. Okay, so this is my garage. I have flooring in here, and I put art on the walls because I think of it as a space in the home, a functional space. I have this storage that you can hang different things off the ceiling, like either bicycles or, I don't know, paddle boards, I don't know. These cabinets have light bulbs and tape and shipping supplies and are very organized. This is all the extra hooks, the extra knobs. I like to be organized down to even the garage. Helmets,